It's an occasion that usually delivers, and in its 150th year, the third round of the FA Cup did more than that, with some classic confrontations.
It's 1-0 to Morecambe.
And the shock is on at Anfield.
There's something about the FA Cup that brings the best out of Nottingham Forest. Cambridge United have scored. Harriers lead. And the fourth round beckons for Boreham Woods.
Round 3 belonged to the underdogs, with plenty of uncomfortable moments for some of the country's big guns before most refocused and found their targets.
The quality, the class, alternately too much.
Now, just 32 remain. Welcome to the Emirates FA Cup fourth round highlight show. Coming up, Manchester United boasted a hugely impressive cup record against lower league opponents. How would Middlesbrough fare? They dumped out Arsenal in round 3. Now Nottingham Forest face near neighbours and cup holders Leicester. And the fairy tale was still alive for Kidderminster. The 6th-tier side played host to West Ham. All that, plus all the goals and the best of the rest of the action from the weekend's FA Cup round 4 ties. We start with Friday night at Old Trafford, where 12-time winners Manchester United faced Championship side Middlesbrough, whose best run came in 1997 when they were runners-up. Borough, under Chris Wilder, had lost only one of their last 10 games, but he now had to contend with the United side, who'd won their last 10 at home in this competition. Commentary from Guy Mowbray.
Shaw. Lumley out to get it, but there's a mix-up there with Fry. And here's Sancho. So close, San Fernandez. With the follow-up, can't profit. Sancho just got a little bit too much on it, and I mean just a little bit. Great effort. Shaw. Pogba. A stumble from Dijksdale. A penalty, Manchester United. Well, there didn't look too much argument. There hasn't been from Middlesbrough players, and there can't be. It's Cristiano Ronaldo, and he's missed it. Incredible. No save needed by Lumley. Dallo. Over the top for Bruno Fernandes. The flag stayed down, but his shot didn't. Must have been close. Fernandes needed to be a lot closer. Should have hit the target. Dallo. Pogba gets in the way. And it's fed forward now to Sancho. It's a nice takedown. Now takes on and scores! Took on Jones, got half a yard away, and has put the ball past Lumley, and Manchester United lead. Sancho being played onside by Paddy McNair. Jones is as close as he wants to be. In fact, it's a big deflection off the toe of Jones. No chance, Lumley. Shaw. Sancho. Cross to Rashford. Huge opportunity for Marcus Rashford. Sancho held off Jones. Nelson. Tavernier. Crooks points the way. And the way is wide for Isaiah Jones. Crooks! Super save from Dean Henderson. Brilliant stop that. Jones full of running. More by the minute. And what a pick out that is. Here's Watmore. Here's Crooks. It's 1-1. Manchester United are adamant that this is handball by Watmore, and the goal shouldn't stand. The boyhood Manchester United fan Matt Crooks scores and levels it. And the review is determining that that's accidental. Lumley, Ronaldo is close, be careful. Not careful enough, Bruno Fernandes! Another one goes begging for Manchester United. McTominay. Ronaldo. Shot smothered. Dallo. Fernandes! Oh, what a save! Fingertips from Joe Lumley. Super reactions. Lee Peltier, 8th in line, and it is 8 out of 8 for Middlesbrough. That was emphatic. 19-year-old Anthony Elanga to keep them in the cup. And he can't! It's high from Anthony Elanga. And Middlesbrough triumph on penalties at Old Trafford.
This was a first FA Cup meeting between these sides since 1936 and began explosively when, via a Jordan Houghton free kick, Macaulay Gillespie headed League One Plymouth in front at Stamford Bridge, to the delight of the 6,000 travelling crowd. Chelsea had 41 shots and 20 corners during the course of the match and equalised thanks to a clever flick from Cesar Azpilicueta following Mason Mount's centre. But despite their dominance, it took Chelsea until extra time to go in front. Clever play from Timo Werner and Kai Havertz opened the door for Marcus Alonso. However, as the final whistle loomed, a rush of blood to the head saw Malang Sarr concede a penalty with a foul on Ryan Hardy. Alas, for him, his shot was saved by Kepa Arrizabalaga and Plymouth's hopes were finally sunk. Top of the Premier League against the Championship leaders at the Etihad Stadium as Manchester City faced Fulham. The Cottagers had gone 17 matches without recording a win over City, but took a surprise early lead when the highly rated Fabio Carvalho turned in Harry Wilson's cross. That was Fulham's 78th goal of an impressive season, but it's at the other end that they've recently struggled, and their joy was short-lived. 90 seconds later, Riyad Mahrez set up Ilkay Gundogan for a quick-fire leveller. And when John Stones rose highest to head home Kevin De Bruyne's corner on 13 minutes, the writing was on the wall for Marco Silva's side. After the break, Joe Bryan's clumsy challenge on Jack Grealish gave the Premier League champions the opportunity to extend their lead from the spot. Mahrez stepped up to convert with confidence. This was his first City appearance since returning from a disappointing Africa Cup of Nations campaign with Algeria, but he didn't seem short of belief and wrapped up the scoring with his second and City's fourth from De Bruyne's pass. Despite their success under Jurgen Klopp, Liverpool's recent record in the Cup has been modest to say the least, but their prospects of making the fifth round for only the second time in 7 seasons were enhanced when Diogo Jota put them ahead against Championship strugglers Cardiff. The 7-time winners were tipped to struggle in the absence of Mo Salah and Sadio Mane, but a 5th win in 6 without them looked inevitable when Luis Diaz found Takumi Minamino to double the lead. The tie was put to bed when Andy Robertson picked out Harvey Elliott, who turned neatly before thumping the ball past Dylan Phillips. The 18-year-old was making his first appearance following a 5-month injury layoff. There was late consolation for Cardiff through their own teenager Ruben Colwell, but Liverpool are flexing their muscles in a competition they last won in 2006. Last season's winners Leicester City came into their 4th round tie in the midst of a woeful run of form, having won only 3 of their last 10 in all competitions. So not an ideal time to be visiting a Nottingham Forest side who saw off Arsenal in the last round and had come out on top in 5 of their last 7 encounters with the cup holders. Watching for us were Stuart Robson and Martin Tyler.
Here's Spence. Thomas snapping at his heels again. Supported by Johnson. Thoughtful ball to the far post. Davis heads it down, and it's put in by Zinkernagel. And Nottingham Forest, not too much of the ball, but they've got the lead.
Spence started it down this right-hand side. Touch and go whether he was onside or not. He sets up the play. Johnson's got time to pick out a cross. There's the overload at the back post. Was there a push there? That's the question. And a very good finish by Zinkernagel.
Numbers in the box. That's the reward for it. Davis. And Marty gets across. Oh, what's he done here? Johnson. Dreadful back pass. Wonderful finish. Brennan Johnson, having helped set up the first, within 90 seconds has scored the second.
Well, what a bad back pass this is by Amate. And there's the finish from Johnson, in between the legs of Ward. What a great finish.
Oh, it's three. It is three. Worrell's claiming it. Everything Nottingham Forest are touching at the moment is turning to goals. That Leicester deficiency at set pieces exposed again.
Well, they've got three big centre-backs. Man-for-man marking, zone marking, it doesn't make much difference. They're not attacking the ball, Leicester, and Tielemans can't get it on the line.
I think Ward's touch takes it away from Tielemans just there. Barnes. Now Maddison. It's a good ball. Samba's committed. Iheanacho's passed him and got one back for Leicester. Goalkeeping mistake. I said they needed to get the next goal. Well, they've got it.
There's the ball with the outside of the boot. Good run from Iheanacho, but he's still got a lot to do. The goalkeeper just has to stay where he was. He's made Iheanacho's mind up for him, and it's a good finish, you have to say. He knocks it round one way and then just lifts it over the challenge.
Here's Zinkernagel. And Spence! 4 for Forest! Well, he's burst onto the scene, and he burst into the penalty area there.
It's brilliant from Spence. He's been outstanding all game. There's the little ball, there's the return pass, good first touch, and then the composure at the end of it. And credit to Zinkernagel, playing in that number 10 role. He's been excellent.
Next to one of 3 all-Premier League ties in this round, with Everton at home to Brentford. 2 wins in 15 games had seen Rafa Benitez replaced by Frank Lampard at the Goodison helm, and the new era began in dreamlike fashion for the blue half of Merseyside when Yerry Mina gave them the lead. Richarlison, a nuisance throughout, doubled the home side's advantage just after the interval, latching on to Allen's pass before lobbing the onrushing David Raya in the Bees' goal. Brentford came out on top in the pair's league fixture last November thanks to an Ivan Toney spot kick. And they reduced the deficit here in exactly the same manner. Their top scorer with his 8th of the season after being brought down by Jordan Pickford. But less than 10 minutes later, Everton's 2-goal cushion was restored. Mason Holgate meeting Damari Gray's corner. Lampard won the Cup 4 times during his playing days at Chelsea, and his new charges scored their 4th late on. Andros Townsend firing home on the sweetest of days for Toffees fans. Brighton's recent away form has been excellent, but they'd lost 7 in a row at Tottenham, and poor defending contributed to them going behind here. Harry Kane with a characteristically classy finish for the 8-time winners. A Kane goal is par for the course, the same can't be said of Emerson Royal, but following an exhilarating run down the right flank, the 23-year-old Brazilian saw his cross loop off Solly March before flying in, an own goal the official verdict. Brighton, who were semi-finalists only 3 years ago, were more of a threat after the break and pulled one back via an Yves Bissouma deflected strike. But 3 minutes later, Spurs effectively wrapped up the tie. A blistering turn of pace saw Heung-min Son race through the heart of the Brighton defence before the ball fell into the path of Kane, who's now scored 13 times in his last 12 FA Cup ties. Four-time winners Wolves have been in fine form of late, but Norwich have shown life under Dean Smith. And Kenny McLean headed them in front at Molineux on the stroke of half-time from a Billy Gilmore free kick. Bruno Lage's team had won 5 of their last 6 in all competitions, but were below par for much of this one. Daniel Podence hit the post, but Norwich make the last 16 for only the second time in 10 seasons. A startling 113 league places and 5 leagues separated Kidderminster Harriers and West Ham. Only once before had the National League North side made it beyond this stage. That was in 1994 when they were beaten by West Ham. In position to see if the Carpet Men could trample over their illustrious visitors this time was Kevin Keatings.
Good position here now for the Sterling James free kick. Areola, the goalkeeper, commits and Penny drives it in. 6-tier Kidderminster Harriers 1, Premier League West Ham 0. Goalkeeper off limits, didn't convince. And Alex Penny, pennies from heaven, as non-league Kidderminster lead Premier League West Ham. Richards fails to get that one away. This is Yarmolenko, and now Bowen. Oh, good save, Simpson. And on the rebound, great defending from Matt Preston, who's been outstanding at the back for Kidderminster. And Preston doing very well from the rebound from the goalkeeper, but Jared Bowen very nearly squeezed that in to the goalkeeper's near post. Rice, playing a more pivotal role now. Declan Rice glides forward here. Can he deliver? Just in time for West Ham to break Kiddie Hearts. 91st minute. And it looks as though we're heading for 30 minutes extra time. It's Declan Rice. Oh, mistake there by Richards. This is Yarmolenko. He's got a pass on here for Ben Rama. Looking for Bowen. Great defending by Richards. Body on the line there for Kidderminster Harriers. Caleb Richards. Crucial intervention. Ben Rama. Can Kidderminster hold out here? No, they can't. It's in by Bowen, but the flag is up. It won't count. Mark Perry, the assistant, with the flag to deny Jared Bowen and West Ham. Yarmolenko offside there in the build-up. Surely West Ham won't break Kidderminster Hearts now, will they? Fornals. 20 seconds remaining. Yarmolenko. Last chance for West Ham, you feel. Yarmolenko drives it in! Oh, and it's in by Bowen! Can you believe it? In all my years covering football, lost for words here at what has just happened for Kidderminster Harriers. Jared Bowen has tapped West Ham through to the 5th round in the very, very last play of the match.
Southampton, who lost to eventual winners Leicester in the semi-finals last season, made 10 changes for the visit of Coventry and paid the price when the Championship side opened the scoring. Swedish international Victor Gyökeres with his 11th of the season. It took Ralph Hasenhüttl's side until the 63rd minute to draw level, but there was no questioning the quality of Stuart Armstrong's finish. His first goal since April will surely be one of the best of this season's competition. Extra time was required, and in the second period of that, Kyle Walker-Peters, with the help of a deflection, put the Premier League side in front, hot on the heels of his goal against Manchester City in the league. But the drama continued until the final whistle, with Coventry posing a real threat. Martin Waghorn went close with this header as the Saints' defence backpedalled. Then, right at the death, the Sky Blues bore down on goal again. Veteran keeper Willy Caballero saved from first Gyökeres and then Waghorn before the ball was eventually turned in. Waghorn with the final touch, but he was offside. So the 76 winners go through, the 87 victors out after a real fight. Despite sitting 71 league places below their Premier League hosts, Hartlepool arrived at Selhurst Park full of belief. Yet from the moment Mark Gehi touched home Michael Olise's free kick, it was always going to be a tall order for Graham Lee's side. And one soon became two when the hugely impressive Olise got the better of Timmy Odusina before firing past Ben Killip. Peterborough were aiming to reach the fifth round for the first time in 36 years, and their hopes were boosted after 25 minutes against fellow Championship side QPR when Joe Ward fired past David Marshall for his first goal in 10 months. Posh rode their luck after QPR twice came close and made sure of the win 18 minutes from time when 19-year-old Ricky J. Jones fired home for his sixth senior goal, 3 of which have come in this competition. Both Bournemouth and Boreham Woods had their eyes on promotion from the Championship and National League respectively. The visitors were making their first ever appearance in the fourth round, hoping to become the first non-league side to reach the fifth in 5 years. Steve Wilson watched proceedings unfold on the South Coast.
This is Smith. That's a good run by Smith. Marsh is in the middle. It's a block. It's Phillips under pressure from Rees. It's Marsh. And Smith shot deflected for the corner. Ping pong inside the Bournemouth penalty area here, and Josh Rees was looking for a penalty. Raymond. Jacob Mendy with the cross. Kilkenny away, and Ricketts, and in! Mark Ricketts, the captain, has scored for Boreham Woods. Showed such a cool finish, in off the post from 37-year-old Ricketts. Christie, Billings made the run. Christie's found him beautifully. Billing for Bournemouth, roof of the net. That's the chance, and Billing couldn't quite take it. Cantwell, Christie, oh, it's hit the bar. Billing off the post, and the whistle has gone. It's offside. Jayden Anthony's finish won't count. The flag is up for offside. Christie's shot, and Billing's in an offside position. Had Christie's shot gone in, it would have been a goal. Billing offside. Billing. Christie will have to go and chase it. Todd Cantwell, Solanke! Saved yet again by Ashby Hammond. Just about. Anthony for Bournemouth. Last throw of the dice. Solanke! Oh, it's so close! Just off target, Dominic Solanke. Boreham Wood of the fifth tier of the National League are into the fifth round of the FA Cup. Extraordinary stuff. Luke Garrard's side have won, and Boreham Wood are through.
Cambridge grabbed the headlines in round 3 with their win over Newcastle, but were soon behind at home to Luton. Debutant Elliot Thorpe's free kick headed in by Rhys Burke, his first goal for the club. And the Hatters doubled their lead 7 minutes later. Cameron Jerome capitalised on some defensive frailties to set up Spanish striker Carlos Mendes Gomez, who also registered his first goal in Luton colours. It was plain sailing thereafter for the 1959 runners-up, who added a third late on. Harry Cornick, the creator, Admiral Musquet with the finish to steer Luton into round 5 for only the second time since 1995. 2011 runners-up Stoke had won only 2 of their last 10 home games, but their early nerves against 2013 winners Wigan were settled after 14 minutes when Josh Madger, on loan from Bordeaux, scored on his debut. League One Wigan have been in excellent form and were unbeaten in 13 away games. But that run came to an end when the Potters' top scorer Jacob Brown scored his 8th of the season midway through the second half. Stoke through to round 5 for the first time in 7 years, and Wigan, beaten for the first time in 21 games altogether, finished the afternoon with 10 men, following a second yellow card for Gwyn Edwards. Huddersfield and Barnsley have contrasting ambitions in the Championship this season. Promotion for one, avoiding relegation for the other. So it came as little surprise when Dwayne Holmes opened the scoring for the hosts. The second-tier basement side's best effort came via their opponents. Naby Sarr had the woodwork to thank for saving his blushes following an unorthodox clearance. 100 years on from their sole FA Cup triumph, the Terriers live to fight another day. In all, 9 Premier League sides and 6 from the Championship have gone through to the last 16, though Chelsea and West Ham certainly didn't have things their own way against lower league opponents. 4 goals apiece for Everton and Manchester City. A morale-boosting away win for Norwich at Wolves. Cambridge couldn't replicate the form that saw off Newcastle in round 3. Comfortable for Liverpool, very uncomfortable for Leicester and Bournemouth. The draw for round 5 at the start of March sees Chelsea go to Luton, while Peterborough will host Manchester City. National League Boreham Woods' reward for their magnificent efforts is a trip to Everton. So no hammer horror story at Kidderminster, with Jared Bowen instead delivering a very late hammer blow to the headline makers. But Boreham Woods' win over Bournemouth was the cherry on the cake for non-league fans. The Foxes' defence is over after a mauling in the Forest, while Manchester United with the other high-profile casualties paying the penalty for profligate finishing against bouncing Borough. Bye for now.